What is up, you guys? Today we're talking about SQ. Right now, the stock is up 16%. I took a really pretty big position in this thing past couple of days ago. We're going to talk about my profits, how I was able to close out. I forget how much. I think it was like $1,500 or $1,700. We'll go over that in a minute. And also, we're going to be talking about how you can use this strategy to find the similar types of trades in the future. So hit the like button, subscribe, check out the Discord community, completely free, link in the description. Guys get access to free courses, free live streams, free seminars, free webinars, tons of free content. The link will be in the description. Our goal is to get to 10,000 members by the end of this month. So help us out if we've given you any type of benefits or helped you out at all in any of these videos. Go check it out and support us. So the position I closed out was $2,725 profit, a little bit better on SQ. But in this video, let's just go over briefly what I was talking about and why I got in. So back here on 11/8, so it's 2 days ago, November 8th, I ended up posting this. Big money's hammering SQ. Seems like sales have been let out intraday and they're going to get in towards close, hoping to see a further fade into EOD, which is end of day. Now, earlier that day, we saw some big unusual flows come through here on SQ. Later on, as we had an intraday sell-off, we did see this solid continued buying into SQ. And so this was back here. This was on this day right here. And this is that sell-off end of day that we were talking about. So I entered the position somewhere around 60.73. We had a solid run. I was going to close, but I didn't. And then going into 11/9, which we had yesterday, we had a massive sell-off. And as we sold off, I averaged down more on that position yesterday. I'm sorry, I took profits. I took profits initially. That's what it was. Then I re-entered yesterday at 9:35 a.m. when we were trading around 58.36. We pulled back. We held. I was going to average down, but I didn't. I held into that position. And then from there, that's when I ended up closing the second profits here on SQ, which I ended up closing today for $2,725 worth of profits. And as we're looking at this actual chart right now, the one thing to do as we look into Bookmap is this is one of my favorite tools to look for big buy and sell orders. Like I said before, on 62, there was a huge buy order that came through. And that's why I felt pretty confident going into that position, because we had unusual options activity that went out pretty far. And then on top of that, we had huge buy levels for SQ. So when I see those two types of things setting up, that's when I really have no issues getting into a position, when I see the Bookmap looking really, really solid, and then I actually watch normal flow on BBS come through. And so that's what we're going to talk about here. So you can see that as we've pushed up intraday, we've been running, taking out higher highs, taking out these resistance levels. And then so far we've hit this big resistance at 68.69, where we have two big orders set to sell right there. Small buy orders at 65, 63, 63 and a half. Those are all some pretty solid levels. So for me personally, I would be looking to exit this SQ position. I'm already out, obviously, but if not, I'd be looking to get out intraday, or potentially even for the next couple of days. I think that we've topped out. There's a lot of selling levels up here. And to be quite honest, if you really want to re-enter, I would wait to see if SQ can pull back to 61 and fill that order before potentially trying to bounce back up. But what you really want to see is situations like we've seen over the past couple of days where I've been making these videos specifically, is really good buy levels if you're going long, like really, really strong buy levels. There's not any huge ones on SQ right here right now as an example, but really strong buy levels mixed with unusual options activity around that stock, or really big sell levels and put options activity around that stock. Like I'm short on Amazon right now, and one example of that is that we have this massive sell order up at 98, and then on top of that, we also have unusual options activity to the bear side coming in. So I'm thinking that tomorrow we'll probably see Amazon retest 94, 93.20, maybe even $90 in the next couple of days if we can get a sell off. Now, of course, if it pushes up and we break through, then I'll exit. But what we had happen there on SQ, phenomenal trade, phenomenal setup. Looking at the bigger time frame for anybody who's here for that, I think SQ is at a solid position long term. We have to hold over 64, but if we can hold over 64 on the bigger time frame, we could see a move up to 86 before we see some major rejection. Thanks for all the support, guys. Hope this video helped, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.